Hello, this is Charlene. We're going to talk about a real-life example of a function. So the first thing we want to think about is the relationship between the two numbers. If you notice up here, the function can help us understand how one number is related to another number, or how one number is dependent upon another number in real life. Our word problem says that Owen paid a landscaping company $108 for an initial lawn treatment. And then it also tells us that he paid $74 per month thereafter. So we need to understand what these different numbers mean with respect to our functions they've given us. They've given us this function right here. It says P of t is equal to 108 plus 74t. So this, if you remember or recognize that there's a pattern here, this kind of helps. When we have y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b, does that kind of look like y equals, this would be the mx, because the variable's right there, plus the b. So if you could recognize that there's a pattern there. This is a linear function, which means that the highest power on that x is the invisible 1. Those different pieces of our linear function represent consistently different things in real life. So let's talk about that for just a moment. When you have a linear function, a lot of times your real life uses of the y-intercept in real life can mean like a one-time fee. That is one of the things that we can use that number for. One-time fee, a base salary, things like that. Something you only pay or get paid one time. So like a base salary, you get paid one time. So in this one, it says initial, also a first fee, right? The first or initial fee, the beginning amount. Those are other things that a y-intercept can mean in real life, a beginning amount. So 108 is our beginning amount. So that's what we would say our initial or beginning fee was equal to the 108. Okay, so also we need to consider in real life that the slope is what we call it in math language, but in real life it's some kind of rate. It can be a pay rate, it can be the cost of something, something that we pay, or it could be a rate of speed. It can be speed in some kinds of real life situations. But in this one, it's the 74 per month. It's the variable that is in front, the variable or the number that is in front of the variable, the number that's in front of the variable. So this is going to be 74 is going to be in front of a variable. So 74 is the number. It's in front of the variable. It represents a slope. So in this particular one, it represents how much they are paying or the cost of this landscaping per month. So in our problem, it also tells us another key piece of information which helps confirm what we know about linear functions. It says that t represents the months. And that's exactly what it says up here. T, 74 is per month. So month is represented by the T. So that means it's going to be $74 per some number of months. That'll be the number of months. So the other thing that we need to understand about this idea of a function, this function notation, is the fact that it says that this P is dependent upon the T. Well, in our word problem, again, it says that the function represents the total amount of money. So this thing is the total amount of money, and it is dependent upon what we put in for T. So like this T, we're going to stick some number of months in there, and that total amount that we pay is going to be dependent upon the number of months. Okay, so when we go down here, our question says that we're going to find the P of 24. So what that means is that we're going to find the total we are going to find the total amount, and I can't write la 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 la. Let's see, total amount when the time is equal to 24 months. So how much is he going to pay when there are 24 months that he's paying for? Okay, so all we're going to do is put 24 into our equation. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to say that our P of 24 is equal to our equation of 108 plus $74 times 24 months. And when we crunch that out with our calculator, which we're probably going to do with the calculator, let's go ahead and pull up our handy dandy calculator. Don't expect you to do all this in your head. That's not what we're assessing for in algebra. So I'm going to do 74 times the 24. Okay, so that means he's going to pay an initial fee of 108, and then he's going to pay $1,776. Is that what that said there? Yes. Okay, so then that total, we add those two numbers together. So 1776 plus the 108, and that's going to give us $1,884. So this is telling us that our P function, which represents the total amount he's going to pay, our P of 24 is going to be equal to $1,884, which again is the total amount that he's going to have to pay for 24 months. Okay, so hopefully that helps you understand that better than you did before. There's our answer. Our P of 24 is equal to this amount. That is the total amount that he's going to pay after 24 months. Let's put a little check mark there. It makes me happy to put check marks there. Okay. Just click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and come back real soon. Okay.